Hey everyone, welcome back to Sweet Bee TV. I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and today I am so excited for our guest, and I know you guys are as well. I have the lovely Rachael Kirkconnell joining me. Hi Rachel, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to be speaking with you. And first off, I want to say congratulations because today is launch day with your collaboration with Showpo. So tell me a little bit about this.
It's been a few months in the making now. I'm very excited. I've done a few little collaborations here and there, but I feel like nothing to this extent or this big. So this was a very, big monumental moment for me. And it's just been really fun getting to work with the entire Showpo team. They've been so amazing.
So given, like you said, you've done a few collaborations in the past, but this one being your biggest one yet, what was the process of this one?
I would say it was a lot of back and forth on just finding the right tone for the launch and the collab. I think that we really wanted to spin off of like golden hour because I think that's what a lot of these pieces, that's the inspo behind them, or that was the inspo behind a lot of these pieces. But we were talking about, how can we make this more personal life? So that's where Golden Era came about. That is the collection name. And so, it was just a fun little twist to say, like, this is my new era I'm in. And hopefully it's golden.
So the Golden Era collection, for your fans and for the shoppers, what can they be seeing from this collection? And, when you were collabing with the Showpo team, what's something that you initially really were like, okay, I really want to get this across in my collection? Was it kind of this new era you're entering?
Yeah, I think for me, it was just all about confidence. Like, I just wanted these pieces to just be these gorgeous statement pieces that you throw on and you just immediately feel beautiful. And confident. That was the goal. I mean, and that can look so many different ways. So I was very open to how they were going to look. I just wanted them to like exude that confidence look to them. I think for like style wise, I really wanted them to be fun and sexy and flirty, but I also wanted them to be a little more feminine and romantic as well. I think that like fun and sexy can look a lot of different ways, but I wanted it to just have a little bit of like an elevated look to it. So I think these pieces are fun because they're pieces that you can wear out and about with friends, or, and dress them up and wear them to a nicer event or a party, a shower, or I was going to say shower, but like a bachelorette or bridal shower, baby shower, or even, like something fun, first date, anything.
Absolutely. And how like surreal is it when, you're in this whole process of making this collection now that it's like finally here and you're about to see people, tagging you in these clothes that you spent so long collabing with Showpo on, and like all this stuff, like, is that just like a pinch me moment? Like, oh, wow, I did this.
Yeah, I think the first pinch me moment was seeing the pieces in person for the first time. Yeah. Showpo is an Australian brand, so it was a lot of communication back and forth through the phone. Right. Flying out and like really getting to like hold the pieces in my hand for the first time was a pinch me moment. And then getting to see the shoot afterwards and like getting to see everything that we filmed and everything we shot and seeing the pieces like be alive on a body was just really cool. And I think the next pinch me moment will definitely be seeing just getting these pieces into everyone else's hands and then seeing how they style them themselves and how they make them their own style.
Absolutely. Now, speaking about the pieces, any favorites in the collection where you're like, this one speaks to me a bit more than the rest? Because I know they're probably all your babies.
Really do love them all, but I think the ones that I was most excited about, like when I first walked in and saw them for the first time, immediately I went to both of the cheetah looks. Or the leopard print looks. Really love the leopard print maxi. I love the mesh. I think mesh is having its moment right now. So I think it's just really fun. but it's a little more muted too. It's not like, even though it's an animal print, it's still a little more muted, which I love. And then I also really love the lace dresses. I love the asymmetrical cuts of, you know, not only like the little mini skirt under, but then the midi, like the actual cut of the bottom. I love like the lace peeking out here and there through the stomach and through your legs. I just think, again, that to me is like really fun and sexy, but it's also just really feminine and romantic, and it just brings a lot of, you know, different looks to it, I guess. I'm excited to see like how people style that one specifically, because when I'm looking at that, I'm like, I want to throw some cowgirl boots with it and go to a, but you could also, you know, put on your best heels and go on a date or something, you know.
It's perfect. And you guys are on the trends, because lace and leopard, it's so in right now. And I feel like you said, like putting on a pair of cowgirl boots, people could be wearing this going into festival season. So you guys are ahead of the times.
That is my fashion. I'm all about being comfortable in a sense, but also wanting to make sure I get like a lot of wears out of a piece. And I do think that you are able to style a lot of these pieces in so many different ways and wear them so many different ways, which was, you know, a goal of mine. So very excited to see just how people style them.
Absolutely. I'm excited for you. Congratulations. You have had a roller coaster of the past couple of months. Okay. So you deserve this, but kind of to dive in here, I want to know, how are you doing? You're so strong, but how are you really doing?
I'm doing okay. I will say, like, of course, some days are better than others. And I have my days where I just want to rot in bed. And like, I think that's totally okay. I think for me, I look at it more so as like just decompressing and just shutting my brain off for a little bit, which I think is a little necessary at times for me right now. But other than those days, the days that I'm feeling very good and excited and motivated, I'm feeling very good and excited and motivated. You know, I think that everything definitely happens for a reason. I keep telling myself that this was a blessing in disguise, and that everything happening in my life and where I'm at right now and this collab and everything I have going on, you know, it's all meant to be. So
and there's no better revenge than this. I mean, you're like, you're doing your thing, you're getting your collab, like, hello, you're on this path to greatness and success that I congratulate you for. And honestly, it's such like a beautiful thing, I think, for also the younger generations and even older generations, for people that have gone through situations like this of just being blindsided, right? Like, you are a great example of someone that picks themselves up, dusts themselves off, and look at what you've done. So I just really just commend you for that.
You're so sweet. I mean, yeah, I think that that's a great reminder for everyone, because I think that there's days where I don't want to pick myself up and dust my boots off and everything, but I keep telling myself, like, even when you feel like you can't, you totally can. So capable. You are so much more capable than you even realize. That's a great reminder. I love that.
I think you've exuded just strength throughout this whole time. And to lightly touch on this, I mean, I personally loved your Call Her Daddy episode. I think you, like I said, it was just so raw, real, and just the strength that I felt through my screen watching that. But, you know, you said a lot there. Like, you explained everything that went on through the relationship, kind of what happened at the end, to, you know, like, how you were feeling of just not wanting to get back together, etc. So, you know, looking at your ex, Matt, and having to hear that conversation, I'm sure that was a lot for him to take in. So was there a specific conversation that was had after that between you two, of just kind of like him listening to that and calling you up? Or can we lightly touch on that?
Yeah, I did like reach out to him after I recorded, because I did not want to blindside him, and I wanted him to know. So I let him know, and he was very, you know, accepting and okay. He was like, yes, I hope you had, you know, the conversation that you needed to. And I think as like the weeks went on, I definitely stuck to my guns and, did the whole no contact thing. I just feel like that is what I needed to do. And I feel like that's what the whole world was telling me I needed to do. And they were right. We did have a conversation recently, just talking about everything about that. And it was all, good, positive vibes, all love. It was mostly I'm sorry for how I handled everything. And I totally understand the conversation you had. And, I think that was kind of the gist of it. And so for me, I think that was great closure, because it was just, it was nice to know that even after I had that conversation, that he was still very understanding of it and still took accountability for the way he handled things. Yeah. I think that was nice to hear. And that was kind of it. And at that point, it was nice to get some closure and just keep it moving. Yeah, but I'm glad you asked that. I don't think I've addressed that yet, but I'm happy to let people know that, it's all good. I know that it was a very messy ending, and I think that a lot of people are not as forgiving as others, I would say, but that's just not who I am. I don't like to hold grudges. I don't like to have any ill will towards anyone or bad blood. And at the end of the day, we had so many amazing fun times together. So yeah, I just don't want to have any bad feelings towards him.
Absolutely. And I love how you're staying so true to how you feel. And it's at the end of the day between you two and how you want to decide to do it, because it's a lot when the whole entire world is weighing in on your relationship. So I can only imagine how you feel. So the fact that you're going through it with how, what you put first and yourself and him, and, keep it moving, like you said. So good on you, honestly. And, the fact is, a lot of people out there do get blindsided more than we know, younger, older, our age, right? So what's the best advice you could share about mending that broken heart if you have been in a position of kind of being completely blindsided by your partner?
I think, obviously, being blindsided and things happening very abruptly, it hurts so bad, because it's just your whole world is upside down.
Yeah.
And I think it hurts extra when you think this person was my soulmate, or I really pictured spending my life with this person. But I have to keep telling myself, and this is what I would tell everyone else, if they blindsided you or broke up with you or said hurtful things, whatever it is, then they weren't your soulmate, they weren't your person, and that the universe is just guiding you to something better. And I don't know if I already said this, but I just try to keep telling myself that what happened, and that it was a blessing in disguise. And I just need to make the most of the situation, in the sense that I really need to learn from this, and I need to better myself from this and focus on myself and really get my confidence back through it. And so at the end of the day, maybe it's just a learning lesson. Maybe that's, all it is. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I think that's my advice that I've been telling myself, is that this happened for a reason. It's a blessing in disguise. Your person wouldn't say certain things, do certain things, act that way, whatever it may be. And that it's all going to work itself out and be okay. As much as it seems like it's not going to, being a little over a month out of it now, I'm already feeling like that. So,
every day is just going to get better and better, and you're going to be able to, maybe sooner than later throughout this, put yourself out there. But for now, you're in this new golden era. You're working on so much greatness, and I'm so proud to see it as just a fan and watching this whole thing. So speaking about this golden era, and you kind of base this whole collection off of it. What does that initially mean for you? And, you know, personally and professionally, like, what is this golden era we're going to be seeing from Rachael Kirkconnell?
I'm still, I'm excited to see professionally, like I've just been focusing on this collab, and, you know, I have a bunch of ideas in the back of my head, and I think right now I'm just excited to like put myself out there and, just like do all the things that I've tried, I guess, the last few years, but haven't, prioritized. So I think I'm just excited to try new things, meet new people, get that confidence back, really put myself out there, say yes more, say no less. And I don't know exactly what that looks like, but I'm excited to find out. And yeah, same. Honestly, I guess you could say the same thing personally, you know, just trying to put myself out there, find myself, find that confidence, get all of that back. And just, yeah, be a little selfish and put myself first and focus on myself and better myself in any way I can.
Absolutely. And hey, the rest is still unwritten.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time. And everyone watching, go check out Rachael's Showpo collaboration. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. I'll be shopping that leopard print maxi, that's for sure. I definitely want to see that. But everyone at home, make sure you guys are going to check out Showpo and going to check out Rachael and follow her. The rest is still unwritten, like we'll see. So we'll be staying tuned. And Rachael, thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.